I'm Amelia Bishop, and today I am speaking with Bob Devine, who is our political and economic strategist. Hello, Bob.
Good afternoon, Amelia.
I have another question for you, and thank you very much for being on hand to answer the questions.
My pleasure.
Okay, today's question is, at this stage of the negotiations, how likely do you think a no deal is?
I put it at 50-50 now.
Okay, so that sounds quite promising because it's dropped. Previously it was like 70-30 or even got to 80-20 at one point, the chances of a no deal. So what's made you more optimistic and reduce the odds down to 50-50?
Two reasons. First of all, I think the relationship between Dominic Raab and Michel Barnier is better than the relationship between David Davis and Michel Barnier. You could always see at press conferences awkward body language between the two. I don't think they really got on at all. But Dominic Raab seems to have a better relationship, so that makes negotiating easier. The second reason is because I believe that the European Union are going to offer the UK a deal at the October EU meeting.
Okay, so yeah, that's really good to hear. Talking about Dominic Raab, I mean, it's been mentioned recently that he spent 6 hours with Michael Barnier going through everything compared to David Davis's 1 hour at a time here and there.
Well, that just emphasises the difficulty that Davis had with communicating with Barnier.
It makes a huge difference, doesn't it? When you've got such a serious and substantial topic as this, you need to spend a lot of time discussing it and getting everything out clearly and building that rapport as well, because we want to work with them once we've left the EU, but just in a different manner.
Well, Raab is much more pragmatic and more businesslike than Davis was, and I think that fits better with Barnier's character as well. So,
and the second point you made about the EU offering or putting forward an offer in October, I'm aware that it has been mentioned there could be an extraordinary meeting in November if that was required. Our actual final backstop, at the point we can't, we have to agree something with the EU, though, is December, isn't it?
Yes, in order to give time for any deal that's agreed to be ratified by the individual parliaments.
And that's all 27.
Yeah,
EU
that
parliaments.
probably takes about 6 months. So yes, that's.
That would have to be a rush job. I mean, they were hoping to have it agreed by October, wouldn't they?
Yes, they were.
So that they'd have that 6 months then until the end of March. Whereas if it's pushed to the wire in December, they've only got a few months.
Well, as you know, negotiations have gone very slowly up to this point. They've accelerated only in the last month. If the EU puts a proposal to the UK at the meeting in October, that would be a proposal to come away and think about it. They have to talk about it within cabinet. They have to talk about it within the government. They'd have to talk about it within parliament. And then, if it's a deal that's acceptable to the UK, I think they could call an extraordinary meeting in November in order to move it forward so that it can be ratified by the various parliaments in time.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's sounding slightly more promising at the moment.
Yeah, time's short.
That things are moving and in a more positive direction as well.
Yeah, time's short. I mean, the idea of a November extraordinary meeting would effectively to sign a heads of agreement, which would then be taken to the various parliaments. There is a possibility, I suppose, that that were we to apply to the EU for an extension of the Article 50 process, that could be agreed, and so then that would remove the March deadline, could push it back if there was an agreement. But there would have to be a heads of agreement in order to do that.
Okay. I mean, the chances are if they can't get it ratified by all 27 governments, they may have to put that in to extend the time for that approval process.
If it's proving difficult to get every country's approval, yes.
Yeah. Now, mindful that this is changing all the time. Every day,
Yeah.
different conversations are going on, both positive and negative conversations between us and the EU. So, I mean, we're going to monitor this and we'll put out updated videos, won't we, as we go through the next month or two, just to make sure that we're giving our opinion, and bearing in mind that we live and breathe Brexit and are leaving the EU. It should be taken as useful information and advice, shouldn't it?
Yes, I'm more than happy to answer questions on this as and when you feel necessary.
Brilliant. Well, thank you very much, Bob. We'll
You're welcome.
revisit this, I'm sure, in the coming weeks.
Right. Fair
Thank
enough.
you.
Bye-bye.